Alright, I think the leaf blowers have stopped enough. Hey, good morning viewers, welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson, that is still true as it was last week. We are playing Dwarf Fortress today. We're here in Brightbell. Let me pause the game for a second. Migrants have arrived. Our population is currently at 163 and rising, which is not where I wanted to be at this point in the build. But you can see the plan here. We've got the dining hall area here laid out. We're getting that filled in. Today we'll start by laying out the kitchen and food storage. I have moved our farming operation under the hovel and disassembled it down here. But we're going to be moving it over here pretty soon, so it's whatever. Merchants have been coming, so I did take the liberty of getting us some armor and weapons. We're not being too particular right now. Why do we have forbidden items? Oh, those are the merchants. Okay, carry on. So, actually, while we're here, why don't we reestablish a militia squad? Yeah, that's fine. And we will just grab any dwarves with weapon skills here. There's a swords dwarf. I don't even recall what we have. I don't think we have enough gear to fully outfit everyone. Although we probably could make enough leather armor to tide us over. That's actually not a terrible idea. So we're going to do this. And at least for the time being, we're going to designate this a militia training area. Wait, I don't remember. This isn't right, is it? Hang on a second. I have forgotten how to do militias. Okay, we need to go to their schedule. And this needs to be edit order. 2 soldiers minimum. Okay, copy. Paste, 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 paste. Because we don't need all 10 of them training at all times. Although they probably will end up doing that, just because there's nothing else for them to do. So that'll keep them busy. You see that most of them are glassmakers. That's fine. Oh. No, pardon me. I'm just looking over here at our roster. I can't read. There, we do have a glassmaker in the squad. Of course we do. Of course we do. Okay. No, we need to make a... There it is. We need that. Okay. So let's go down here. Green glass armor stand. We'll do 2 of those, and we'll do 2 weapon racks. There we are. And we will order those done right now. Okay. Beautiful. In the meantime, let's see. Do we have the doors we need? We have enough doors to get started, so that's fine. Alright. We need a kitchen. We need 2 kitchens. And we'll do 2 stills. Okay, that'll get us going. We're going to put a butcher and tanner in here, in food storage. Let's see. Oh, good. We have a fishery workers guild. Why do we have a fishery workers guild? I guess technically we can fish down in the caverns. All right. We want raw food, no drinks. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And we don't need this. We don't need these things. So it's actually incredibly windy here right now. You may be able to hear some of that. I'm not going to open the window because then you'll be able to hear the leaf blowers clearly. But it is so windy here, and they're still running the leaf blowers. And I just don't understand. Okay. In here... large pots and food storage. Actually, this will be where we put those. Okay. And then we'll actually just knock out these walls right here and put in more doors. That's probably fine. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere here. Yeah, cool. Corpses. Corpses can go here. And let's actually go ahead and do more food storage here. That'll be fine. Okay. That'll get us started for now. The dwarves will get moving on that. No particular need for a fishery. We certainly don't need a fishery guild. That's insane. We'll just get started moving everything in here. Okay, so I want this to be work area, but we need more green glass blocks. This is going to be the largest part of this, is just getting the block stockpiles filled. And we have plenty going on down here. I think possibly we're burning through the sand faster than we're collecting it. But I did over here build 6 additional furnaces that are set just to collect sand. Oh, they are also apparently doing other things. That's... no, I don't want you doing that. I don't want you doing anything. Except... collecting sand. Which you're apparently doing twice. That's fine, it's whatever. Okay. Well, we are moving things into stockpiles. I see a lot of sand is being collected, but we're going through it very quickly because we have 900 squares to fill up in our green glass block stockpile. Or block pile, if you will. Okay, we're getting these doors put in. Let's then go ahead and break down the still out here and the kitchen out here. Do I still have... No, okay. I had food and drink queued up in here, but that's fine. Alright. Okay, good. We have the weapon and armor stands. So actually, for now, why don't we just put them, like, doesn't really matter where. Oh, right. This is going to be our mayor's office here. Or our manager's offices. The mayor will go elsewhere. Alright, let's just put him over here. Kinda doesn't matter. There we go. Hey, movement is occurring. It's a wonderful thing. Yep, there we are. Oh, Craftsdorf's Guild. No, there will be no guilds for the time being. We might put the guild halls on the second level. I don't know. Oh, look at that. They're tearing those down pretty much straight away. I love it. I like when things actually happen. Okay. Good. Masterpiece. Green glass portal. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Man, this is a lot of green. The only consolation here is that as we go up, it's going to take less time and effort to build each new section. But we have to finish this before we can go up. So right now, it's just a gigantic green glass square. This is going to take forever. Absolutely forever. Like, this is worse than a drink fountain. And that took a long time. Also one of my more successful series, so I'm fine with that. We don't want it to look ugly, so we must floor these over. Because otherwise, every time they open a door, there's going to be a flash of red sand, and that's just aesthetically unappealing. The dwarves are enjoying their bedrooms, the 42 of them that have bedrooms. Well, I assume some of them are married. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. A bunch of marriages. They're getting married just so that they can sleep in a bed, you know? Okay, we're getting those things installed. Okay. Go on, there we are. Bucks. Yeah, looks good. Okay, train. Individual equipment. Fabulous. Okay, great. Then at some point our soldiers will go over there and start practicing. In fact, why don't we immediately create a second squad, since I know we still have some fighters here. And at the very least they can practice their wrestling and dodging. I hope they will do that. Yes, our chief medical dwarf often ends up being a fighter in my forts, I've noticed. Okay, I think we're out of existing fighters, so let's start throwing in the less useful ones here. Here we are, and in fact we'll do a third squad. The main reason I'm doing this is because we do have a lot of dwarves just kind of hanging around. And this, at least, will give them something to do. A lot of woodcutters in here that we don't need. There we are. We definitely don't have enough equipment for 30 fighters. But you know what? It's fine. Okay, we do have some musical instruments here in the fort. That is wonderful. Okay. Now, as always, the question is whether or not anyone will use them. What is this for? We no longer need food here. We don't need you storing that. The rest of it can stay. I'm assuming this is the same. Yes. Okay, move those over. That can just be furniture storage for now. Good, good. The block stockpile is gradually filling. We are over 3 years into the fort, and this is as far as we've got. Which is not unexpected. Why is there an empty cage here? Get rid of that. We probably butchered something. Have any of these been trained? Have any of these been trained? No. Even though I have animal trainers. And, oh, you know what? Animal training. There we go. Take them out where the pigs and the dogs are for training. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. We have animal trainers. You saw them when I was assigning them to militia squads. They are here. They exist. Okay, this is going nicely so far. Oh, cancel. Lavish meal. We're rendering fat. That's a good thing to do. Drinks are okay for the time being. We did run out before the traders arrived last time, so I traded for just a bunch of stuff. So we will be okay. The dwarves are going to the well, of course. What are you? You're a cow. As much as I like cows, we don't need one in the fort right now. Right, we got migrants, so I need to do another soon-to-be-dead animal check. That might be it, though. Man, it's windy here. There's no point running the leaf blowers when it's this windy. Why do they do this? Well, the answer, as I've said before, is that their bosses told them to come over here and use the leaf blowers, and so that's what they're going to do, even if there's no point to it. And I don't blame them for that. Good on them for getting paid, frankly. Okay. We're not going to need nearly as many rock and woodwork shops as we normally would, because we're making as much as we can out of glass, of course. Look at them all sleeping. Having a sleep. Good for them. Anybody training? Nobody's training yet. They will. Oh, well, right now everybody's asleep. And anyone who isn't asleep is storing things in stockpiles. So that's fine. You know, I suppose what we could do in the meantime is establish a dormitory. So we got 42 beds. We got some up here. Let us begin removing the hovel. Go ahead and break these down. Let's go ahead and get that out of here. Let's break down the manager's office. We'll just start moving them all inside. Which means I probably shouldn't have bothered moving the farm operation. Whatever. Do we have mechanisms? Because really, I should just go ahead and wire all these bridges. Yeah, they can leave. They can leave anytime they want. Look, camels! Do you want to go fight them? Do you want to go fight... That was the wrong key. You want to go fight the camels? They're two-humped. They are two-humped camels. Oh, good. One of the babies has become a child. Fantastic. Welcome to whatever's happening here. Oh, I think somebody slaughtered that cow. Maybe. There is a dead cow being carried around. It's being butchered. Fabulous. Love it. How are we doing here? Not even enough to worry about. It's going to take the same amount of time to lay those blocks whether we wait for the stockpile to fill or not. So we'll just let them do their thing. And eventually, you know, some stuff happens. Time passes. We've cleared this out, mostly. I'm leaving the farming down there for now. I just moved it, and now I need to move it back. We moved sand collection in here. We should probably move the farming back, hey? Oh, nope, not a floor. That's not what I want. I want farm plots. Move them back in here. Oh, what is this now? What is that? You think you can just grow in my fort without my permission? You think that's how this works? Put a floor tile down there. Put a floor... Okay. Anyway, this thing's filled. So, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here. And we're gonna start from this corner. And we're gonna do box select, and we're gonna start here. And we're gonna do 10 up, and we're gonna go all the way across. And that... Watch our idlers drop precipitously. That is going to take a while. That's going to take a while. And everybody's going to help with it. Look at them all going. They are so eager to have roofs over their heads. And once we've roofed this off, we'll move the animals out. We'll start building work areas so they can do work. Oh yes, the dwarves love to work. Look at them working. People are enjoying the barracks, not at this exact moment. We are installing dormitories, among other things. Okay, they are probably not going to tend to the farming immediately. Oh, good. They did that, though. Okay, go and get rid of that. Oh, yeah, I moved sand collection in here, and now they're all just standing on the stairs to collect sand. It's pretty funny. But we only need one square. One square provides an infinite amount of sand. Oh, levers, by the way. These are all linked up. I haven't tested them yet. I'm not going to, because that's how we roll here on the channel. Things are falling over in my vicinity. Interesting, interesting. The wind has only gotten stronger, but the leaf blowers are further away now, so it's fine. Anyway, whoop. There they go. Look at them building. I want to zoom out for a moment here. That's probably good. This is what we're working with. As you can see, we're actually more than a quarter of the way roofed off. But this is still going to take quite a while to finish. Even so, not too bad. Let's zoom back in. I think we were approximately there. Looks fine. What else do we have to do right now? We've got the bridges linked up. I have a new burrow down. We have militia squads. We have more dogs than we know what to do with, so at some point, one of our animal trainers should begin training these animals. We need a gelder, because this is going to get out of control in a hurry. How many other cats do we have here? Male cat, geld. That one's already been ordered to be gelded, so I think we need to assign a couple of gelders who, you know, will get to it when they get to it. You, hunter, you don't have a job. Congratulations, you're a gelder now. We'll go ahead and grab these other two hunters and make them gelders as well. What fun they will have. Oh, yes. Harvesting, as we call them, oysters for the fort. No, they just go to waste. They snip and then the bits just vanish from existence. It's kind of odd given how granular the anatomy is in this game, that your bits and bobs just kind of don't exist. Okay, good. We got our trade goods. Green glass discs. That is our main export. Kind of odd that we can't just make green glass crafts, but whatever. I mean, because we can make, let's see, goblets, dice, toys, tubes. That doesn't really help us. Green glass spikes. Yeah, we can't really make crafts. And you would think that, like, green glass crowns, at least. I guess we can cut it and use it to adorn things. So that's not terrible. I mean, okay, hold it. Ambulance. We do have quite a bit of bone. Go the other way so we don't get hung up on blocks. Bracelets. Branches. Branches? How long has that been in the menu? Huh. I don't think I've ever looked at that before. You learn something new every time you play, right? See, we got some crowns here. I think raw green glass. Make 50 of them. Yeah, that's a useful expenditure of our glassmaker's time, and then we'll cut those and use them to decorate things. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful. We got multiple legendary glassmakers here, so we're good to go on that front. Alright, there's no point in sitting here watching this. Stand by. Alright, the glass pile is full again, so let's go back up here and designate another one of these. And drag it across. I guess I'm only going this far this time, so that's probably fine. There we are. It is autumn. We haven't seen the trade. Oh, pardon me. It's winter now. Never mind. I was mistaken. We just had traders. What am I talking about? Why are we not harvesting these? Do we not have enough farmers? Look at them all. Okay, hang on a second. Let me pop over to Dwarf Therapist here. We have a ton of farmers. Let's get some more, I guess. Is it plant gathering? We can assign some more plant gatherers. Here, we'll do that anyway. We'll do that anyway, yeah. Why the heck not, right? There we go, like 20 more plant gatherers. Awesome. Okay. I want somebody to clear those. And actually, I really want somebody to rip up the construction here so that I can floor over this and put in more fields. I want them in long strips, though. Because we're doing okay on drinks for now, but amazingly, 167 dwarves go through a lot of mushroom wine in a week. If you can believe it. Anyway, we've got another dormitory put in. We're almost done with the green glass and the doors that I ordered queued up. We are cutting that slowly. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and encrust finished goods. Repeat. There we go. All right. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this initial level is going to take the longest out of everything. Also, because at this point I have the vaguest image of how I want this thing to shake out. Kind of surprised we haven't been attacked again, but I guess the survivors from that scouting party probably went back and they're like, we don't know what the dwarves are doing out there, but they attacked us as soon as we showed up, and we want nothing to do with whatever they're building out there out of all that ominous green glass. It's probably fine. Okay, we are going to need some folks to attend to the farming. So perhaps I will go back over here to Dwarf Fortress. I will find our best farmers. We don't have that many of them. And we will disable construction for them. For like our top 5. There we go. And then hopefully they will attend to the farm. Like, farming is occurring. We don't have that many... Oh, see, there they go. We don't have that many plants dying on the vine. But not none. If you want to rip up them glass floorboards there... What do you suppose this looks like? Is it like a mosaic? Sort of a parquetry type deal? Huh. Or is it just... I mean, how big is this? Like a 3x3 square, right? 1 yard by 1 yard. Approximately a meter. For those of you who use fantasy measurement units. Just big glass squares? I don't know. Hard to say. In any case, this is going to look pretty cool when it's all done, which is going to be a while. It's going to take a long time for this to finish. I kind of would like some more sieges and things just to keep it interesting. Because otherwise this is all I'm looking at. This is all that's happening. And I walk away, I stop the recording, I walk away, and when I come back, things have usually happened. Not always. Not always. I did move... Well, I kept the grazers in here, the ones that we haven't slaughtered. These are people's pets, so we can't slaughter them, unfortunately. I kept them in here to munch the cave moss and keep the room sandy for sand collection. That's the strategy here. That's the secret of the video game champs. I'm also trying to do some mining down here, but the miners are more interested in doing other things, and it's not worth reassigning them because we just won't need to do too much mining. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is that? No idea. We'll find out when we mine it out, I guess. I guess? Oh, we are working on leather gear for the militia. It's gonna be literally better than nothing. Okay. Oh, I haven't actually assigned them cloaks yet. We won't worry about that. We'll get more leather. Leather is not something we're gonna have much of a problem with. Let's wait until we're done with this before I assign our militia to go run down camels. Yes? That's probably the right move. What else do we need right now? We need to finish furnishing this area. I'm fine with having all this be storage. We need more beds. How are we doing on logs? We still have plenty of unused logs. So that's good. Oh, I don't even need to check because all the logs we have are going to be in storage because we're not building things out of logs except for beds. Ooh, hey, the raw green glass is done. Fantastic. That's good news. Okay, great. They'll keep cutting that. Very good, very good. Finish the doors. What is the problem with the doors? Have they accidentally... No? It's possible that it's because of this. Well, we'll see what happens. We've got enough trade goods, and we're working on crafts. We've got plenty of bones still, I think. Let's have a look. We gotta come this way, because if we hit blocks, it's gonna lag. Oh, no, are we actually out of bones? Let's leave that on for a minute. Job cancellations are useful for telling us when we're out of things. Sometimes. Sometimes the problem is that we have... Yeah, okay. The problem is that we have the things, and the dwarves just can't find them for some reason. Totem, horn. Okay, great. Yeah, I know I got it. We actually should build a farmer's workshop here, because we do have... Every once in a while, we end up with something that we can spin into thread and or cloth, so that wouldn't be a bad thing to have. All things considered, this is going pretty well. This is going much better than I was expecting it to. Even if it is very lengthy, it's very time-consuming. And so I think I'll continue shooting for shorter episodes here for the time being, just because there's going to be so much nothing happening. And I only want to take so long to produce each episode. Like, I've already been letting the game run for about 2 hours total here, just to get this, where are we right now? 33 minutes? So that'll tell you something. Oh, good, we finished the doors. Needs sand-bearing item. We don't have enough sandbags. Alright, and that's enough for job cancellations. I don't need to see those anymore. Where do we need doors right now? We're actually good on doors for the time being. I suppose we can finish distributing them around here, because this is where they're going to go eventually anyway. We're going to scatter doors just kind of all over the place, in part as a defensive measure, because this is such an open space. We want to be able to gate attackers as much as possible. Plus, each door is another item that the dwarves can feel good about standing near. We've given birth to kittens, because I don't think our gelders are actually doing anything. They're not. Oh, we need a farmer's workshop for that, don't we? That's the problem. So, here it comes. Right? Maybe at some point someone will do that. There is every possibility that that will happen eventually down the line. Okay, well, when you've got 167 of them doing it, it takes much less time. I will probably have to raise the population cap, because I bet we're going to hit 200 before we're all done and we have the monarch here. But we'll worry about that later. We will increase the population cap gradually as we have space available. I think once we've completed that, we will again embark on conquest. We'll try to conquer, destroy, enslave, whatever, everything that's around us. We'll just establish an empire for ourselves here. It looks like we can be pretty diverse. We should definitely torch this. Boat hated. That feels very classic, right? Everybody remembers boat murdered. Boat hated. Population 1,000. It's got something called the Secret Fortress in it. So I think we need to deal with the dreamy barbarity of the grisly hate. I think that would be a good thing for us. Also, I did not realize there was such a large, powerful fortress this close to us. So that's on me. The Human Fort of Renown Jewel. We should add that to our holdings. Wait, what was that other thing? Tick bent. We can take that. We can take that. We can do this. We can take everything. 1,000 is a tall order. We'll definitely want to be prepared to lose some people when we hit that. We're going to have to hit it a lot, I suspect. So that may actually not be worth our time. On the other hand, something I could do. Finish this, get us a bunch of legendary warriors, retire the fort, go into adventure mode, gather a small army, and then go do it manually. That could have potential. It's going to lag. My computer's going to explode. It's going to lag so bad, but it could be interesting. Is that workshop built yet? No, of course not. That's going to take a while. All right. That actually feels like a fine place to stop for today. Maybe I'll get back into hour-long episodes later, but today is not that day. So, as we watch the dwarves install blocks, hey folks, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel, thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel, and thanks, as always, to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. I'm thankful for every single view, like, and comment that I get, especially from that handful of you who watch, like, and comment on everything I post. Thanks. You're wonderful people. Alright, we'll be back here next week with some more Dwarf Fortress. Don't you worry about that. There is horror content on Saturdays. We're currently playing No, I'm Not a Human. Lots of other stuff on the channel for you to check out. If you like. It's up to you. I'm not your real dad. Okay? If there's anything you want to see on this channel, let me know. If there's anything you'd like me to see on your channel, let me know. I am legitimately interested in your content, viewers, and I know that some of you have content. So tell me about it, okay? Alright. I'm going to let this idle for a while, let things happen. I will catch you folks next time, and until then, everybody's getting thirsty again. Birdman out.